Posters and pictures. Part of a family planning display at a rural fair in India. But here, another attraction. A group of folk dancers, artists, performers. A rival attraction. Or is it? The traditional folk media are close to and of the people. They invite audience participation. Traditional media like the song, the dance, the drama of India existed long before modern mass media. Always they've been there to entertain, educate, interpret, and reinforce existing ideas and ideologies. Can such deeply rooted and traditional media themselves be used for change? The change of fundamentally held attitudes which is required by the concept of family planning? Before printing, before reading, long before radio or television, oral communication. Speech, talk, gossip, poetry. In rural India, folk poetry is still a living thing. A direct telling of tales and pointing of morals to an audience directly involved. Travelling storytellers. If they can be convinced of the need for small families, then they in turn can incorporate this message in their traditional tales. Not a platform for poets this time, but puppets. A little theatre, easily made, transported, assembled, wherever an audience is found. Animated puppets still appeal and attract, and with them it is possible to achieve a degree of audience participation impossible with purely mechanical media. The puppeteer can adapt what he says and how he says it according to the mood and nature of a particular audience. An audience will accept instruction, criticism even, from a puppet figure which might be resented from a live performer, let alone an official. Birju and his wife were happy. Happy in their little home. Soon, even happier with 2 children of their own. But all too soon came more and more and more children, and with them, trouble, strife. All Birju's money went. Their clothes became rags. His poor wife was at her wit's end. There seemed no answer to his troubles in this world. But wait, quick, enter the field worker, the family planner.
ये देखिए बिरजू भाई हैं, इनके 5 बच्चे हो चुके हैं और शराब पेट में आ गया है। इनके लिए कोई तरकीब बताइए। नमस्ते डॉक्टर साहब। डॉक्टर साहब, अब मुझे एक भी बच्चा नहीं चाहिए। आप कोई ऐसी तरकीब बता दीजिए।
Birju, you need not have brought all this misery on yourself.
ये तुम्हारी समस्या नहीं है।
Come, talk to the doctor.
आप ऐसे-ऐसे तरह
He will explain.
जिनको अपनाने से बच्चे पैदा नहीं होते। कुछ तो
You need not have had all those children. You can live a happy, prosperous life like you did when you had just 2 children. Family planning. Out there in the country is your audience. Out there with them are the roots and origins of traditional folk media, very old and increasingly fragile. Folk media can be used in urgent information programs like family planning communication, but you should be careful not to overload them with your message, risking as a result their destruction altogether. However popular the visit to a village of a traveling group may be. It is no good giving performers a script and telling them what to do. They themselves must first of all be made aware of, understand and appreciate what you are asking of them. You should leave the method, just how the new theme is to be developed, in the hands of the artist, the performer. Supply a loose treatment or scenario if you like, but let the performers, the artists, devise their own method and format. Study the forms of the folk media in a particular region and then decide how they can best be modified and used. But be certain the artist-performer understands and believes in this adaptation. Then let him work it out in his own way. Let him talk to the audience during and after the show. Delati didn't want to know that field worker with the family planning leaflet. He was all right the way he was with his wife, even though she wanted to learn all about it. But then Delati had a terrible dream. He was called to judgment. Not for him the reward of beautiful dancing girls at the court of the Raja. Banishment. Ignominy. Impoverishment. Death. But it was, after all, only a dream. With the family planner and his wife, a much relieved Delati gets the message. And they make sure the audience now gets it too. In song. Song and singing are as much of the folk and folk media as poetry, drama, dance. Folk songs can be adapted. In folk songs, words are more important than the actual melody, which is simple, well-known, and repetitive. This means that you can graft fresh words and new thought and motivation onto old and accepted tunes. A small house, a little garden. Perched in a tree in the garden, a bird is singing. The trees bear fruit in season, but only then. But man, he never ceases. The goddess Earth pleads daily that she is already overburdened. Oh man, can you not change your ways? something real to sing about. But behind it, hard work.
यहाँ परिवार में थोड़े बच्चे होते हैं, ठीक है ना भैया? अब ये देखो, जिस परिवार में ज्यादा बच्चे होते हैं,
work which must begin with the creation of a family planning communication unit.
इसलिए कि हर बच्चे को नहीं मिल सकता.
Dealing with every aspect of communication and its coordination with field work, among its tasks can be the drawing up of an inventory of folk media. Then a decision as to how best they can be used.
ये सिर्फ बच्चे के नहीं है. हर आदमी जो इस पृथ्वी के ऊपर पैदा होता है, उसको ये हक है, वो चाहता है, उसको ये मिलना चाहिए. क्या मिलना चाहिए?
The extension arm of the mass media, you might say, is folk media. Folk media can be the most effective of all the styles and forms recorded and transmitted by the mass media. Programs should be more than just straightforward recordings of seemingly dying art forms. What is needed is reinterpretation of folk media in the light of today's urgent issues. Here is a new and fresh dimension in a people's traditional art and culture.
आज आपके सामने कुछ थोड़ी सी और की बातचीत करेंगे. किसी की बातचीत हो गई, स्वास्थ्य की बात हम लोगों ने बातचीत की.
Few can understand how that magical talking and moving picture comes to appear on that screen. Few can identify with, feel at home with the city scene, the foreign film. Everyone can respond to its programs if they are a reflection of and rooted in the same traditions that people have known instinctively over the ages. The folk artist, being of the people, can reinforce his message from his platform. Face to face with people in his own community. In this, he needs to work hand in hand with the extension worker. The field worker must be out there in the audience too, to take advantage of shifts of attitude and the climate of acceptance created by the performance. Many people have come to the clinic through the use of folk media. With careful adaptation and the help of extension workers out there in the field, there can be many more.